Hey guys, welcome back to Owlets Tarot. Thank you for joining me. This is going to be a general collective for Capricorn. Anything you need to know about the channel is in the box below. I have updated the information down there, included all the pricing for my personals, so you can go ahead and have a look. I've also included a chakra healing meditation that I've been encouraging people to go ahead and listen to. Other than that, I hope everyone is doing well. And I'm going to start you out, my friends, with a Moonology oracle card. Let's give 4 shuffles. 1, 2, 3, 4. A fiery climax approaches. Full moon in Aries. A fiery climax approaches. Buckle up. Buckle up, sea goats. I am using the Starman Tarot on you guys today. Very beautiful tarot. Not made for people with small hands. My hands are not that small. I actually kind of have long, bony, skeletal hands. I play piano, so quite comfortably. And these cards are not comfortable to shuffle, so just a little warning for my tiny-handed friends. Might want to go with a different deck. I mean, maybe this comes in a different size, I don't know. The Lovers popped out. A fiery climax approaches. What you got going on, Cap? Alright, let's get 3 more shuffles. Excuse me. 1, 2, 3. Alright. Bottom of the deck, we've got the 4 of Wands. So it definitely feels like something's coming together, relationship-wise, for somebody. Either new love or leveling up in a relationship. Very harmonious feel. I like that a lot. Alright, then we've got the 4 of Cups. Six of Swords. Prince of Swords, or the Knight of Swords in a standard deck. And the 6 of Pens. Alright, overall feel for the read, beautiful. 10 of Cups. And at the top of the deck. No, I'm sorry, the 10 of Cups is the last card here. I'm so sorry. The 4 of Wands was at the bottom of the deck. I included it in the read. Bear with me. Just me being a bit of an airhead. There we go. Alright, so the overall feel is the Five of Wands. And at the top of the deck, we've got the Three of Cups. Alright. So starting out with the Lovers, and the overall feel being this Four of Wands, I can definitely see where the fiery climax approaches. This is obviously a new start in a relationship that reignited maybe something from the past. Or this is a relationship that you've been in that has suddenly, went up a notch. You've upped the ante. Could be that someone has been recently proposed to, or this could absolutely have a lot to do with self-love, loving of the self, the unity, seeing yourself differently, seeing yourself through kinder, softer eyes, seeing yourself as more of a whole, seeing yourself with completion, a sense of completion. The Four of Cups shows that your attention is a bit altered, like looking off a bit disconnected, apathetic, the typical, Four of Cups vibe. But there really is a sense of needing to look up and needing to appreciate. I'm feeling like appreciate the things that aren't tangible, appreciate the magical, appreciate the hope, appreciate the beauty, appreciate nature. The Six of Swords is moving into that calmer space, dealing with the things in the past that are being troublesome and are altering the present. It's dealing with them so that you can learn that lesson and then use that lesson as a catalyst to move forward into a quieter space, into a space where you feel some sense of peace, some semblance of utopia. It's needing to deal with these past issues that keep repeating in order to feel any sort of peace moving forward. And I feel that also with the Prince of Swords, or the Knight of Swords, needing to swiftly get rid of the things that are no longer serving you, regardless of the way that the change may make you feel, knowing that you need to do more than just rip the Band-Aid off, but actually get to the core of the issue, so that there can be a genuine healing. And so that you'll have that ability to accept. You'll have that ability to take when it's necessary to. Because I know it's very hard for you, and it's very hard for many of us to take. We give and give. on many levels, in many ways, in many forms. But many of us forget that there needs to be that equal give and take. But there needs to be a healing that takes place, because we need to feel worthy in order to accept what we're worthy of. You know, when we don't feel healed, when we don't acknowledge these things of the past, these recurring cycles that keep coming up in different ways, then we don't really know what we are owed, what we are worth. And we end up giving and giving to try to fill some sort of void. And it's actually just because we're not healed from something. So healing from the things that need to be healed from are going to help you move forward and achieve what it is ultimately that you're worthy of. This Ten of Cups, this ultimate happiness, whatever that is for you, this feeling of not being alone, feeling full up on an emotional level, feeling a completion with another. And that's absolutely beautiful. The Five of Wands, to me, is a protecting of this, sacred beginning, this very fragile beginning that you don't want. You just don't want any outside opinions. You don't want any outside anything. It's you not wanting anyone to meddle or interfere in any way in your absolute happiness. And, you know, we certainly don't need another for absolute happiness. So this could be to somebody who has just found their emotional balance and their happy place and their solitude. But there's definitely a lot of love in this reading. Whether this is self-love, new love, leveled up love, it's all over, and it's really sweet. It's making me smile a lot. And the Three of Cups, you know, this love could be friendship, this love could be family. There's just the feeling of love being, love just permeating this reading. And the more that you turn the apathy into empathy, the more that you refocus, turn away from the things that are keeping you in those unhealed, vicious cycles. Really turning around and facing, facing what you haven't faced, facing what you haven't acknowledged. Making those, taking that knowledge and being able to apply it, and then using that wisdom to have a really steady foundation moving forward, being able to acknowledge and heal the pains of the past, being able to see clearly the things that no longer serve you in your life. And then being in a place of give and take, being in a very balanced state, a state of seeing your worth very clearly, and being able to give without any preconceived notions of any kind, being able to give in a very unconditional way without any judgment, being very protective of your love and your happiness, feeling a bit defensive when it's brought up, but it's only because you're just very protective of you and yours right now. It feels like something that's very sacred, but it's beautiful, and it's as though you found the missing link, your soul tribe, and there's a completion here. You know, there's definitely a completion, and there's definitely like this rainbow of love. Y'all making me sick. No, it's very, very nice to see, Capricorn. Very well deserving. Alright, let's see what this fiery climax approacheth means. I mean, as if the reading didn't pretty much spell it out. A fiery climax approaches, full moon in Aries. It's time to see if you've been a little bit too much me. There's a tug of war going on between what you want and what someone else wants, but you'll have to wait a little while to see what's going to happen next. As you wait, ask yourself if you've been handling the situation as sensitively as you could have done. If you know deep down that you've been a little rash or harsh, gone too fast or overstepped the mark, then accept that on some level you've created the situation yourself, which means you can create your way out of it as well. When this card comes up, a peak is coming, and it could be fiery. So remember to be nice, be kind, smile, and be polite as you navigate to where you want to be. Additional meanings for this card. Being assertive is good, just don't ride roughshod over anyone. If you're in a tense situation, meditate your way to peace. Don't be a baby. Sorry, but this could be an issue. Or it could mean simply that you need to have more fun. And the teaching. The full moon in Aries is a super fiery time when emotions can run very high. On the upside, there's excitement about what may lie ahead, but tempers are likely to flare with rash comments or decisions. No matter when you pull this card, it signals that the situation has just or is about to come to a peak, perhaps in a rather heated way. There could be a price to pay if you have been too competitive or too blunt. So, reading that part of it makes me think to just bring up to not be too protective over your situation, to not be too defensive, to not be too heavy-handed or suffocating in any way, to let things definitely happen on a natural, chilled-out level, because it's all love and healing energy. So it's really good to see, and it's very deserved, and I hope that you take advantage of it and enjoy it. So yeah, that's it for this week. I'll see you guys back here next week. Thank you guys again so much for joining me Until we see each other again, take good care of yourselves and take care of those around you. And yeah, take care, guys. Bye.